EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Here's a
2nd and 7. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs. But in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run with Sermon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Trey Sermon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. String that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. A nice gain at 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 49ers 7-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for the Panthers score. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he gets it down to the 32. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Here's Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result.
And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll look to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There's Trimble, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Flushed, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. They'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Back to throw again. That swung out to Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 22. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it and no adjustment.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Go forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They hand it off to Mostert. And some space here. 20, 10, and finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. 130 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He's going to air one out for Anderson. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And Marshall's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 2nd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Left in this overtime session and still all tied. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Mostert. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for San Francisco, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.